Hi, and welcome to another episode of Megan Opachensky's study guide for the NBE. So, as promised, I am starting the science section of the NBE study guide. So, my voice is a little shot. I know I said I'd start next week and give my voice a little bit of a break, but I figured there were a couple of easier ones that were a little quicker that I could start with. I'm going to start with the Conference's official study guide for the NBE, volume 12.3. We're going to be doing both the following: the prefixes, suffixes, and also the acronyms. So if you have your book in front of you, we're going to start with prefixes and suffixes on page 121. If you don't have your book with you, as always, don't worry about it. Just sit back, relax, soak up the information like the informational sponge that you've become. No big deal. All right, so prefixes first, right? A, without or not. Acro, extremity. Adeno, gland. An, without. Ante, which is A-N-T-E, before. Anti, against. Arthro, joint. Arthro, yeah. Anyway. Auto, self. Bio, life. Col, C-H-O-L, that is bile. Cyst, bladder. Dia, D-I-A, that is through. Dys, which is D-Y-S, it's difficult. N, as in E-N, also is in, I-N. Endo, within. Entero, intestine. Epi, upon. Ex, you'll like this one, out of. So remember, ex, out of your life, right? All right, hem, comma, hemo, that's blood. Hetero, dissimilar. Homeo, similar. All right, so let's get started with acronyms. Now, okay, I see some on here that are chemistry related. Laugh with me, not at me, because chemistry is so not my strong suit. And it's been a year since I finished Gupton. And even then, my chemistry teacher, I know she said those things wrong. I just didn't mind. So any hoodles, don't judge me. I am going to do my best. And you just need to know. I'm looking at this list, and there's only a couple that you need to know. And it's not the ones I'm not going to pronounce right. Let me put it that way. So let's start, all right? Fun with acronyms. AIDS, Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. AL is the action level. Now here's the one that gets me. BCME. I'm going to try to sound it out for you. Bischloromethyl ether. BISCHLOROMETHYL. I think I said it right. Not going to try to do it again. ECG. That is an electrocardiogram, also known as an EKG. You might know somebody who's had one, or you may have had one. I know I have. Hydro, water. Hyper, above or excess. Hypo, deficiency or beneath. Hyster, uterus. Infra, below. Inter, between. Intra, within. Leuco, white. Macro, large. Mall is bad. Mast, breast. Mega, great. Melan, MELAN, thick. Men, month. Micro, small. Myo, muscle. Mix, which is MYX, mucus. Necro is death. Neo, new. Nepher is kidney. Oligo is few. Osteo is bone. Peri, around. Phago, to eat. Phleb is vein. Polio, gray. Poly is many or excess. Post, after. Pro, before. Pseudo, false. Pyo, pyo, is pus. Syn, syn, together with. And then xantho, which is xantho, that means yellow. And now we're moving on to the suffixes part. Algia always means pain. Angio, vessel. Ase, ase, is enzyme. Seal, cele, a protrusion. Sorry, my mouth and voice is tired. All right. Synthesis, a perforating. Coal, again, bile. Ectasis, my mouth never likes that word. Ectasis is dilate. Ectomy, removal of. Emesis is vomit. Emia is blood. Aesthesia is a sensation. Genesis, generation of. Iasis is a process. Itis, inflammation of. Lith is stone. Lysis is to dissolve. Malacia is softening. Megaly is large. Odenia is pain. Oid means like. Oma is tumor. Osis, full of. Ostomy, mouth. Otomy, so without the S there. Otomy is cut. Pathy, disease. Penia, poverty or decrease. Phyla, affinity for. Plasia, to form. Plasia, to paralysis. Pnea, which Pnea, breath. Ptosis, falling. Regia is bursting forth. Rhea, flow. Sclerosis is hardening. Stasis is standing still. Trophy is to nourish. Urea means relating to urine. So urea, anytime you see that word, think kidney, urine, bladder, anything related to that, by the way, because you will see something related to urea. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. EEG, electroencephalogram. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. We should all be familiar with that, especially with the news. FTC, you should be familiar with that from doing arts. Federal Trade Commission. So GHS, Globally Harmonized System. GY, gray. HBV, hepatitis B virus. Now that is super important. If you've gone through school, you know that they pound that in your brain. HCHO. Now that is the chemical formula for formaldehyde. You need to know that. I promise you, remember, HCHO is your bestie, formaldehyde, okay? HCS. That is the Hazardous Communication Standard. You're going to need to know that too. All right, HIV, Human Immunodeficiency Virus. OPIM, Other Potentially Infectious Materials. OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration. PEL, Permissible or Prolonged Exposure Limit. pH, Potential of Hydrogen. PPE, Personal Protective Equipment. ppm, Parts per Million. SDS, Safety Data Sheet. STEL, Short-Term Exposure Limit. TWA, Time Weighted Average. So like I said, nice and quick, easy, good introduction to science. They are important to know the acronyms because as we go through, trust me, you're going to see those repeated in their acronym form. So it might be good to just learn their acronyms. And also they might ask you, like, what is like OSHA, for example, what does OSHA stand for? And I am not confirming nor denying. I honestly don't remember. But it's an example. Like, what does the letters OSHA mean, right? And you need to be able to recall exactly what it is. So, anywho, that is my first episode for Sciences. And I'm just going to let y'all know, I'm going to be focusing heavily on RA and embalming because that is what you need. Forget the other stuff. We'll get to it. But I want to hurry for those people who are taking their exams in July. Science and RA. Before we get any further, okay? I like this short thing because it gives me an opportunity to tell you important information. Read your textbook. Read that annoyingly long embalming textbook you got with school, the one with like the Egyptian art on it. Read it. I'm telling you, it will be word for word. You need to focus on infant related embalming, like what to do with infants. So study up on that. We'll go over that. I'm going to do an episode on infant embalming because I didn't feel prepared enough and I don't think Gupton did a good enough job with that. So we are going to go ahead and I will make sure to do that. And the other book, read your RA textbook because, oh my gosh, between the embalming and the RA, you'll pass. Like, I'm telling you, if you know the ins and outs of both, and of course the infant, the infant's a little weird because I don't think the book covers it as well as the test wants you to, but we'll get you there. You'll be okay. So anyway, for those of you who have been stressed, and I get messages daily, I know y'all are stressing. I need you to do what I do with all of my arts episodes, okay? I'm going to do it with these two. You should take a deep breath, okay? It's not the end of the world. If you fail, okay, your family's not going to disown you. Your boss isn't going to hate or fire you. And you know what? If your boss judges you, you can go tell him, I will go smack him or her with a fish because that's not cool. You know how many people say they passed their first try and they freaking didn't? I can tell you several people who did just that. They're full of it. So anyway, don't let people intimidate you or make you feel lesser. If you do fail, okay, take it as a learning experience because you just got the pot of gold. You just got the best study guide you could possibly get. I can't give it to you. All I can do is, because I remember all of my questions and all of my answers, I just can't legally give them to you, nor can I help you with them. But it helped me. So I suggest when you go to your exam, when you take your arts, bring your arts books and a highlighter. When you take your sciences, bring your science books and your highlighter. Specifically, mostly, I guess some chemistry if you want, but bring your RA, your embalming, and maybe your chemistry and a highlighter. Go out to your car if you don't pass and highlight everything you can remember, and that'll help you. But honestly, I tell you guys to read your textbooks for a reason. I'm not trying to just like sound like a broken record, but truly, I can't help you more than telling you it is word for freaking word. Like, except for the scenario questions. I can't help you with that. You just have to understand. But if you read the dang book, you will understand. If you get what I mean. You will be able to understand their scenario perfectly and know exactly what they're asking. Some of them I did complain and wrote some angry little, because you can leave notes, and I highly suggest doing that. If you find a question that makes no sense, which I had a couple, and I know I won because I got my points back. My grade went up. So that being said, they do throw out some questions. Make sure if it's poorly written, because again, they're generated. You really think someone's writing all of those? I don't. You got a lottery of 4,000 questions. So if you get one that tricks you up, think about it. Don't be there's a little thing that lets you leave a message for them. Don't be afraid to do that because you probably aren't the only one. And you might be the only one who happened to get that cruddy question. So anyhow, that's my plan. We are going with sciences. I'm going to start with RA and embalming, and then we're going to work on from there. If, however, there are other topics that you'd like for me to kind of put forward, maybe, because I know embalming and RA are like ever long. If there's other topics that you'd rather me mix in while I do that, please feel free to let me know. I am totally open-minded. I'm, of course, going to be using Quizlet, the conference study guide textbook thing here, and any of your suggestions. So this weekend, we're going to finish religion. I'm still doing that, but I just wanted to get a head start on science because it's been bothering me literally all night. I went to bed at like 5 in the morning. It is 11 my time. And I AM, and I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It's Friday. Let me go ahead and start. So, all right. Thank you for listening to another episode. This really was more so meant to be an introduction to the sciences and let you know it's coming. So that being said, I look forward to this next section with you. Please feel free to let me know anything you need. Reach out. I always answer my fan mail. I'm the only Megan Opachensky that I personally know of on Facebook, unless somebody decided to copycat me. Buzzsprout actually has a fan mail option. I have a YouTube channel now that actually has a send me a message. So feel free, please do not, if you're in that MBE group on Facebook that I moderate, feel free. Do not, if you're in that MBE group, and also all of my posts on my Facebook page are public for a reason. If I don't respond to you, I respond quickly. Please feel free to comment on any post and say, hey, I sent you a message. You don't have to say anything else. It might go to not just my spam folder, but that spam of doom because we don't know each other. And I had that happen with someone, and I felt so bad because she waited days, and that's not me. I will reply right away. So, anywho, I hate to have to say that, but Facebook's algorithm's gotten a little too protective. So, anywho, all right. I look forward to this next chapter with you guys. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is for you right now. If you have your MBE coming up, whether it be arts or sciences, I wish you the best of luck. Everybody listening is here with you. We all wish you luck. We're all standing behind. Imagine that. All of these people standing behind you, cheering for you, okay? I want you to sit down at that testing center when they put you in your seat and you put your little headphones on. I want you to have a smile on your face, take a deep breath, and know you've got this, okay? You are going to do fantastic. And I want you to smile. And you know what? There's going to be questions. I want you to laugh. You know what? They might shh at you, but some of them are pretty funny. They're so wrong. The ones that are so blatantly, the ones to there's always the two that are meant to trick you, the right answer and one that could be. And then there's the other two that are blatantly not, if you know your stuff, right? And I got to tell you, some of those blatantly not are freaking hilarious. I chuckled. I got in trouble for laughing too hard because I laughed for a good solid 2 minutes. They're like, well, it's your time wasted. I'm like, well, that was a good 2 minutes wasted because I feel so much better. Anyway, enjoy it. Take a deep breath. Stress is seriously your undoer. That is your biggest enemy. So please take a deep breath. Get a best night's sleep you can get. I suck at sleeping, obviously. I told you I was up till 4. Woke up at 9 and started doing this. So obviously I'm not one to tell people to sleep well. But especially when I have a lot on my mind. So just give it your best. It's not the end of the world. If you pass first, fantastic. I'm so happy for you. That's our goal. If you need a second try, it's seriously okay. Please, I hate seeing people feel down. It's not fair. And I've seen funeral professionals actually mock people. And I'm like, I know for a fact, one guy, I'm not going to say names. I know one man who's taken it 7 times. 7. And I know his scores, and I'm not going to say it. 7. And I don't know how you score the way he scores. I just don't. And I've offered to help, and he won't. So he's just one of those people. So please, don't stress yourself out. Do not feel bad. You've got this. You are doing what you need to do by listening to these podcasts and studying this information. I'm pretty good at telling you this is important. This is vital. So we'll do okay. Between the two of us, we've got this, all right? So, all right? So stay tuned for the next few episodes. We're going to start doing sciences. And as always, thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your generosity. Like I said, I never expected to make any money off of this, but I also did not expect this to be as costly as it is. So I really am extremely appreciative of those of you who have donated to me. It is so kind, and it made it so I could renew my Buzzsprout thing for another month. And also, it still stands if you require the tag art notes, because I intend to actually kind of read those on camera because I find them really boring to just read out loud to a microphone. So I think on camera they might be a little more fun. If you need the tag art notes, reach out to me and I will give them to you. All right? So that is the end of it. So you have like I said, have a wonderful day or night, whatever, and goodbye.